Action.
Hello, welcome. This is the players meeting for the 2022 Disc Golf Open of Pennsylvania. Presented by who?
Home Again Disc Golf.
Yes.
I didn't know if you were going to say.
Dan Wilson, Home Again. They're doing great things. Their stuff is amazing. Check it out. Dan's going to be here all weekend, setting up shop, adding some prizes to the CTP, the putting contest. The winner of the putting contest was Nathan Johnson.
Who's that?
Not sure if it was rigged or not, but
We'll give somebody else a prize. for that.
sounds good. Do you know who won this CTP?
I got to check. I don't want to say anything before I know for sure.
We do want to shout out sponsors help making this tournament possible. We do have Home Again, the Tono Group as well. Architects here in Lancaster, they are big supporters of disc golf. We also have Elevation Disc Golf, who put in a big sponsorship as well. They have some pretty cool discs. The plastic that they use is pretty cool.
Very unique.
Very unique.
If you find yourself shopping on their website and you want 10% off, you can use code Nathan10.
There you go. He's a salesman.
Little pitch for you.
Heiser Flip also hooked us up with these shirts, which are really nice. If you want a sweatshirt while you're here, you can grab one of the North Scots ones. Lancaster County Disc Golf as well. And last but not least would be Carbella Designs. You all with your players packs should have gotten some coupons to go on their website to buy some stuff. As far as hole sponsors, Michael Dallas, Christian Wells, and Niall Vincequera. Thank you guys. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate everything. Means a lot. So where are we going from here?
Courses?
So I think for a short period of time today, the PDGA scoring said people were teeing off at 9. The Caddy Guide, Disc Golf Scene has said 8:30 the whole time. The plan has always been 8:30. It was a mistake. We have corrected it. It says 8:30 on there. We're going to blast it out on email tonight on Disc Golf Scene so everybody knows that we're definitely teeing off at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. If you are in Pro, MA1, MA1,
That's it.
yeah, I think FA1 as well. You're going to be teeing off at Muddy Run.
Oh, division?
Yeah.
It says it in there. I can read it on the schedule. Here.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Saturday, A-Pool is MPO, FPO, all the age-restricted professional divisions, all the age-restricted amateur divisions, MA1, FA1 is all A-Pool, teeing off at 8:30. There's going to be a 1 hour break. The pros who didn't check in today, you're going to want to talk to Sean Conroy. There will be a scoreboard there set up tomorrow. He's going to be by hole 1. Sean will mark you off on the scoreboard. We want to really make sure, especially with people checking in today, that we don't have any 2-person cards teeing off. You're not allowed to tee off on 2-person cards. So if you are a 2-person card, you need to call me right away when Sean sounds the horn to start your round, because you can't start a round with 2 people. Worst case scenario, you could jump onto another card, both of you, but I want you to talk to me before you do that. So call me. My phone number is 717-461-6612. But if you're a pro, check in with Sean 8 o'clock before 8:30. And then playing here at Klein's, I'm going to be here at Klein's, is going to be MA2, FA2, MA3, FA3, MA4, FA4, and that's it. I don't think we have any no juniors.
Okay. Inclement weather? Because there's a chance of thunderstorms.
Yes, if there is inclement weather, Sean's gonna have an air horn, I'm gonna have an air horn here. If I decide that it's too bad and you need to stop, I'm gonna blow the horn loudly 3 times. 3 blasts means you need to stop because of inclement weather, mark your disc, and then get to safety as much as you can. There are pavilion here, and there's definitely pavilions at Money Run. get to a safe place. We will blast out on the live scoring, on Facebook, on Disc Golf Scene, and hopefully through email when play will resume. When you mark your disc, preferably you do it with a mini, but if you can't mark your disc with a mini, you can use some other particular marker, only for inclement weather, just to be clear. And if you're not exactly sure, so let's say I blow the horn and there's really bad lightning and it's pouring like crazy, and you just, for some crazy reason, there's a tornado, and you have to get out of there real quick, and you weren't able to mark it, when you go back to resume, the card will decide as a group where the mark is. I have lunch tomorrow. I'm going to run over to Muddy Run, the lunches for the people there, and I'll have the lunches here for the people that are here. We will set up, at least here at Klein's Run, your tee time for the second round and your hole assignment will be on pdga.com. At Muddy Run, Sean might put it on pdga.com. He might do the scoreboard. I think what's really important, and some people don't always do, especially some of the newer players in a tournament, is you have to always check with Tournament Central. You always have to check in with the TD. Don't just assume that you're going to tee off here or tee off then. If you're not 100% sure, go find out from the Tournament Central. Talk to the TD. I don't bite. Not all the time.
Most of the time.
What else?
Video coverage. So Heiser Media is going to be filming all 4 rounds of the lead card, the feature card, and then the lead card of MPO. If you aren't familiar with them, they film a lot of tournaments around here and in New Jersey. Check out their YouTube channel. It's just Heiser Media. Myself and Rami Millar and Dylan Horst will be doing commentary, a couple combinations of us for those 4 rounds, so check it out. Home Again will also be kind of filming some stuff here and there for some content they're going to be producing around the tournament. So if they are, filming or taking pictures of you, hopefully that doesn't mess you up too much, but they'll be around back and forth on both courses, just kind of filming things here and there for the stuff that they are going to be producing as well.
Yeah, let's do layouts.
Okay,
so I think the thing to understand with layouts is you're not necessarily going to be playing the same layout as the other people who are playing the same course as you. So just because a card in front of you is playing from a certain tee pad, that doesn't mean you're playing from that tee pad. They might be playing from a certain to a certain basket. That doesn't mean you're playing to that basket. What will be 100% correct will be the PDGA live scoring. It will say, and the caddy guide, it'll say green or orange if you're playing here at Klein's, and it'll over at Muddy Run, it'll either be a G or an S for silver, one or the other. So I had told some people, hole 11 here at Klein's, that we would play the orange in MA3, MA4, FA3, FA4. But everything we've put out so far has said green. And even though I think the orange is maybe easier than the green, just to be consistent with the caddy guide, if you're in FA3, FA4, if you're playing the FA3 layout or the MA3 layout, then you're gonna play to 11 green. It's gonna be all greens here at Klein's Run, so there's no confusion. And 11 is tricky if you are one of the divisions that's playing to the orange, which is across the creek. It is flagged. There is a drop zone. 11, if you land in the OB creek, you go to the drop zone and you're throwing a 3 from the drop zone. If you're playing 12 and you land in the creek, you're gonna take your OB relief from where it's flagged off and where it went out of bounds. Yeah, I don't think there's any other holes where you could, I mean,
the creek's on 10 also, but that's just normal OB rules.
Yeah, normal OB rules. I will say about 10 though, here at Klein's Run, there's a pretty big ledge there. And if you are close to the edge, you get a meter's relief. That would either be a meter's relief if you're up top towards the basket. If you're down below, it would be a meter relief away from the basket, or from the ledge and away from the basket. I think I'm not sure if that was in the caddy guide or not, but on hole 10, you get a meter's, for safety, you get a meter relief there on that edge.
And then just as usual, all paved surfaces and across are going to be out of bounds. The hole signs here are good, so just use those for this whole course, and same with Muddy Run.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty lucky that both these courses have amazing tee signs. They're very accurate. Use them. PDJ live scoring. I want one person on the card to always do PDJ live scoring. If backup can be a paper backup, I'm perfectly okay with that. I prefer 2 people to do live scoring. It's really cool nowadays when 2 people do live scoring. If they happen to put in the wrong scores, PDJ live scoring will tell them right away, hey, there's a conflict in the scores. And it stays up to date, and I love it. So I noticed the other day when I was playing, I put in the wrong scores for the wrong hole, and the app told me right away that I did something wrong. I need one of those, like, everywhere in my life, not just in scoring.
Autocorrect.
Yes, not just scoring for disc golf. So my preference is 2 people to do PDJ live scoring, but I can't make you guys do that. That's against the rules. So 1 person can do live scoring, and 1 can do backup UDisc, 1 can do backup paper. If you need paper, come see me at Tournament Central. But my preference is for 2 people to do the PDJ live scoring. The code is going to be HOME again, the sponsor, capital HOMEAGAIN. Nathan is playing. He's also an assistant TD and a rules official for this tournament. So if you have question, you're out on the course. I mean, I wouldn't ask Nathan while he's playing his round.
You can.
But
ask Sean.
Yeah, you're gonna want to ask Sean. If Sean's not available, or you're in between rounds, ask Nathan, and he can certainly help you out.
And always, if you're ever in doubt, play a provisional. It cannot hurt you.
Correct. And so here's the thing with provisional. If you play a provisional, because you're not sure, and then at the end of the round, you and your card submit your scores, and then you all go to lunch, and then you come back to me an hour after your score has been submitted, and you played that provisional, the provisional no longer counts.
Yeah.
You have to come see me as soon as the round is over, or Sean, with any discrepancy, so that we can make a call.
Yeah.
You have 30 minutes till you hit submit for that stuff. You have 30 minutes after your round to submit your score, which basically means you have 30 minutes to come see us and say there's a discrepancy before you hit submit. Don't hit that submit if you played a provisional. That's the whole reason.
The scores were different.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of, I've had in previous tournaments, people play a provisional, they left, came back and told me 2 hours later, well, how am I I can't do anything. You've already submitted the scores. It's too late at this point. So you got to tell me right away.
Let's see. Muddy Run, the course is pretty straightforward too. Again, all paved surfaces across our OB. There's only 1 OB line on the whole course. That's not a road or a fence, and that's on hole 11. There's an OB left of the fairway. Everything else is no Mandos or anything like that, so it should play pretty straightforward.
There is a spotter on 16. I will say this. It's possible at Muddy Run that you're looking for your disc. Once every single person on the card is looking for your disc, you have 3 minutes to find the disc. And if you don't find it, you have to throw again from your previous lie with the stroke penalty. So I throw 1, it gets lost, can't find it. I have to come back to where I threw that, and I'm now throwing stroke number 3. Now, yeah, I don't want anybody, busting anybody's balls. But at some point, we gotta get this moving, and we gotta get the tournament going. And you can't be looking for your disc forever. And that we have to have rules, and we have to follow them. What else we got?
I think that's it.
All right. If you haven't picked up your players pack because you had an emergency and had to work tonight, see me next week, and I will send me a message next week, and we'll try and work something out to get the players pack to you. I run tournaments every week, every month, all the time. If I were to ship things to players, that would probably take 5 to 10 hours out of every single one of my weeks. So I'm not going to do that. So if you want to get your players pack, you got to get a hold of me to get your players pack. I do have some lost and found discs here. So check in, and if you find something that's not yours, give it to myself or Sean.
Good luck.
All right, good luck.